disgusting. I totally agree. Well, we're going to be recalling all of that paper.
Want a piece of advice? Always look before you eat. It's time to do a spring cleaning of your fridge with these 15 major recent food recalls you need to know about.
Sorry, we have to recall this.
Hot Pockets.
Try the Hot Pockets. They're breathtaking.
Everyone's favorite childhood snack gave us all quite a scare back in January when more than 500,000 pounds of pepperoni pockets were recalled by Nestle. According to the USDA, the Hot Pockets were recalled because they may contain pieces of glass and hard plastics, a problem that was discovered when 4 different incidents were reported to Nestle prepared foods.
I haven't bought one yet, but I'm real close.
Now, if you think you're safe because you haven't bought any Hot Pockets recently, here's the catch. The recalled products were produced and packaged in November 2020, meaning they could very well still be in your freezer as we speak. The tainted sandwiches came in 12-count packs under the name Hot Pockets brand sandwiches, premium pepperoni made with pork, chicken, and beef pizza garlic buttery crust, and have a best before date of February 2022.
Dump it all!
Tyson ready-to-eat chicken products.
Mom, give me some chicken. I want some chicken, Mom.
In July, major poultry processor Tyson recalled almost 9 million pounds of frozen cooked chicken items. Yep, all that chicken, which was shipped all around the United States to places like hospitals, nursing facilities, restaurants, and schools, is suspected of being contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes.
Not you again.
3 people were infected and 1 person died after consuming various chicken products produced between December 26, 2020 and April 13, 2021. The list of recalled products includes a variety of fully cooked boneless breasts and strips marketed under the Tyson brand, and many private labels sold nationwide at grocery and fast food chains like Walmart, Publix, Wegmans, and Little Caesars. You can find a complete list of tainted products online, so make sure you check it out and check your ready-to-eat products to avoid the possibility of getting sick.
We met at a seafood restaurant waiting in line for the bathroom.
I bet it was love at first sight. We both have food poisoning.
Velvet ice cream.
Please don't eat that ice cream right now.
Velvet Ice Cream ended up having to recall all of its ice cream and sherbet products made on or after March 24, 2021. This was a precaution since they could have been contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes.
Oh, gross!
The voluntary recall was done at the end of April and included various sizes under all kinds of brand names like Velvet Premium, Discount Drug Mart, and Bueller's. The products were sold in drugstores, convenience stores, and supermarkets all around Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia. Once again, there was no registered incident related to the consumption of Velvet ice cream, but the company, as well as the FDA, both felt it was best to act before anything bad happened.
We have to act fast, Mrs. Sandwich.
McCormick Seasonings.
What? Too spicy?
No. McCormick has always been the perfect brand to spice up your dishes and turn your regular meals into culinary gems. At least that was until the brand initiated a voluntary recall of 3 of its staple spices last month due to possible salmonella contamination. The culprits are the McCormick Perfect Pinch Italian Seasoning, McCormick Culinary Italian Seasoning, and Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Ranch Seasoning. So if you have any of those in your pantry right now, it's best you toss them in the trash.
Throw it away in the outside garbage.
The potential risk was brought to the company's attention during a routine FDA test, and even though there have been no official reports of people getting sick, they would rather be safe than sorry. The possible affected products were shipped to over 32 states, Canada, and Bermuda between June 20th and July 21st.
We've already shipped it all over Texas. Oh, God!
Sabra Hummus.
I have no thoughts about hummus.
Sabra has become quite the grocery store staple, so when some of its hummus products were recalled at the end of March, it left many people heartbroken. Packages of its 10-ounce classic hummus that had a best-before date of 4/26/21 were suspected of possible salmonella contamination during a routine screening by the FDA and had to be repatriated to the mothership.
Take it back! Take it back!
The health scare applied to over 2,100 cases of hummus distributed in 16 states, mostly in southern regions. People who have purchased the corrupted hummus were urged to return it to where they bought it or visit the company's website to get a refund. But rest assured, Sabra said that no other products were affected by the recall and that so far, no illness or complaints by customers have been linked to it either. Ground beef.
First, I have to see a man about some ground beef.
Ground beef can be used in so many things. It's hard to imagine what we would do without it. Last summer, though, we probably would have been better off without it, as nearly 43,000 pounds of the stuff was recalled by Lakeside Refrigerated Services. The multiple beef products sold at retailers nationwide under Market Side or Thomas Farms labels were said to be contaminated with E. coli. Since the cold temperature won't kill the bacteria, E. coli can survive on meat even in the freezer. So the beef had to be discarded immediately.
Burn it all down.
The items were produced on June 1st, 2020 and had establishment number EST 46841 in the USDA Mark of Inspection. The raw beef products were believed to have been shipped to at least 700 Walmart and other retailers nationwide. Maybe time to switch things up and give those plant-based burgers a try.
No, I'm actually a vegan now.
Really?
Lean Cuisine.
Lean Cuisine? I think I got a lean pocket around here.
What's up with frozen foods and plastic pieces? We've seen it with Hot Pockets and now Lean Cuisine. Once again, Nestle was forced to recall around 92,000 pounds of Lean Cuisine baked chicken meals last December after it received many complaints about the mashed potatoes.
What are these things in the mashed potatoes?
According to the company, the problem most likely stemmed from a conveyor belt that broke during the mashed potato production. It affects meals that were packaged on September 2nd, 2020, with a best before date of October 2021. So while this might sound like old news, you should still raid your freezer to make sure there aren't any wayward Lean Cuisine meals lurking full of plastic bits.
Wait, is there something?
Sliced fruit.
Yeah, right. You chose fruit. You live with fruit.
Fruit distributor Country Fresh voluntarily recalled a number of pre-cut and pre-sliced fruits last October after the FDA found traces of listeria at the company's plant during a routine inspection. The clamshell containers, seasonal fruit trays, and seasonal blends, including apples, grapes, mangoes, pineapples, cantaloupe, and watermelon, needed to be thrown away or taken back to the store for a refund. They were sold under various Walmart brands and racetrack retailers in Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas. They were also marked with best if used by dates between October 3rd, 2020 and October 11th, 2020. So much for wanting to save some time by not chopping fruit, huh?
Please, it's not worth it.
Ox and palm corned beef.
Get the marbling on that corned beef!
Sometimes missing a crucial step can be costly, and in Ox and Palm's case, it caused them to recall a whopping 298,000 pounds of canned, ready-to-eat corned beef. But not because it caused people to get sick, but because they didn't follow basic preventative health guidelines. The Southern California company failed to ensure that the USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service properly inspected the corned beef upon importation. It was imported from Australia and distributed in the U.S., all without checking if everything was up to code.
How could this happen?
Sounds like a pretty rookie mistake indeed. The canned products were imported on various dates between June 6, 2020 to January 21, 2021, and are labeled with best before dates between 2023 and 2026. So check your pantries.
Never hurts to double check.
Fresh Express salad kits.
Salad? How do you make a salad?
First, you throw in the whole head of lettuce.
Even the hard-to-eat white part at the bottom?
Back bagged salad is an excellent way to get your daily dose of greens, but in the summer of 2020, it was also the cause of an important cyclospora outbreak that affected over 700 people in 15 states. Products containing either iceberg lettuce, red cabbage, or carrots, and sold under retail store brands such as Aldi Little Salad Bar, Giant Eagle, Hy-Vee, and Walmart Market Side in 30 states were at fault. A couple of months later, in November, another recall was issued, this time for potential E. coli contamination in its 10.5-ounce packages of Caesar Supreme kits.
Again and again.
Even though the concerned kits were already past their expiration date once the testing was done, the FDA was worried that some people might still have some in their fridge, so they announced a recall.
Better be safe than sorry.
Muffins.
If you put muffins down, they're not your muffins.
If you're the type of person to buy pre-made muffins while on a road trip or for busy mornings, you might want to pay extra attention to this next recall. On July 19th, Give & Go Prepared Foods Corp. announced that it was recalling a significant amount of its muffin products because of possible listeria contamination. The products were sold at retailers including Costco, Walmart, and 7-Eleven, but only locations in the United States were affected.
Are we safe here?
Brands you should be wary of include 7-Eleven Selects, The Worthy Crumb, Great Value, and Market Side. The risk was discovered as part of the company's environmental monitoring program before any case of illness was reported. At least no one was hurt, but you'll still probably be better off making your own muffins at home for a little while.
You made muffins?
Well, it wasn't the Muffin Fairy. Or was it?
Carrots.
Carrots? Why is there always carrots?
Bugs Bunny isn't the only one who loves carrots. However, the FDA recently announced a voluntary recall on several popular brands of carrots across the country for potential salmonella contamination. The recall is led by Grimway Farms, which means some of the most popular brands like Bunny Love and Cal Organics are now a no-go.
Nope, nope, and nope.
If you have any baby carrots, shredded or chopped carrots from these brands, the best thing to do is to throw them out. According to professionals, the contamination most likely happened because of a mix of contaminated groundwater or fertilizer when the vegetable was in the ground. Carrot contamination is usually pretty rare. The last time carrots were involved in a salmonella recall was in 2012.
You have to eat it. It's good luck.
I'm not eating this.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
This is lucky carrot. Don't eat it, don't eat it, don't eat it.
Avanza Pasta.
Love you, pasta.
Avanza Pasta, Chicago's pride and joy, saw their business dip a bit back in March when it had to recall just under 10,000 pounds of fresh and frozen meat and poultry pasta products. It wasn't because Avanza had concerns over a possible illness outbreak. It was because they lacked proper inspection before the products were shipped off to store shelves and restaurants.
We should take it back.
Indeed, the recalled food was produced without any inspection from the USDA, which goes against all kinds of rules and food industry etiquette. There were about a dozen brands affected, including Ambrosinos, Avanza, Nature's Best, and Piatto Pronto, and they were all produced on various dates, ranging from October 5th, 2019 to March 12th, 2021. To know if the product you purchased was affected, officials said it won't bear any establishment number or a USDA mark of inspection and could have expiration dates extended all the way into 2022.
I don't think pasta should be that, snappy.
El Abuelito Cheese.
He'll only eat real cheese, not processed.
You buy special cheese for a gerbil?
Fans of El Abuelito Cheese had to rethink their cheese buying habits when an investigation led by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention tied 13 illnesses, 12 hospitalizations, and 1 death to contaminated soft cheeses.
We got food poisoning, Tom. How do you not have food poisoning?
That forced El Abuelito to recall all queso fresco, quesillo, and requesón cheeses, as they might be contaminated with listeria. The products were distributed through February 2021 and were sold in supermarkets, wholesalers, and retailers in many states. Listeria can easily spread to foods and surfaces and can survive in refrigerated temperatures, which makes it hard to pinpoint exactly how the contamination started. El Abuelito is still investigating what could have caused the problem and has ceased production and distribution of the affected products.
Nonetheless, I will find the culprit.
Midwestern Pet Food.
Lucky for us, there was a dog food recall.
If you have a dog or a cat at home, you might want to go verify what's written on their bag of food, as there have been an impressive number of recalls in the last few months. Midwestern Pet Foods recalled multiple kinds of dog and cat food back in March due to possible salmonella contamination. Yes, humans aren't the only ones that can be affected by contaminated foods.
I'm getting a stomachache.
Back in 2020, more than 110 deaths and 210 cases of illness in pets were reported to the FDA because of aflatoxin contamination. Products affected include 140 specific lots of dry food for puppies, adult dogs, and cats of various breeds from a wide variety of flavors and bag sizes, from brand names like Earthborn Holistic, Meridian, ProPack, Sports Mix, Sports Trail, and Venture. The bags were sold nationwide and exported to 18 countries.
We are so screwed.
Check out more great videos. Just tap or click. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell.